Podcast will definitely contain strong language and sexual content. Please don't sue us because we cannot afford a good lawyer.
Hello, beautiful podcast listeners, and welcome back to episode 4 of the Bang Gangers podcast. I am Julie Kennedy, and
I am Jelle Nauta.
Yeah, almost interrupted.
Leave a pause there, yeah.
Why do you have to be so aggressive? Jeez,
Yeah.
who's
Who
this
are you?
guy?
I'm Jose Lops.
And you are welcome to our wonderful 3-person Bang Gangers podcast. How was your week, Jose?
It was busy.
Oh, you were busy, little bee.
Yeah, a little bit.
Bzz,
Yeah, I'm a little bit tired.
You're tired, busy
li-
bee.
A little bit, yes.
Oh, you were too busy.
Because as I was saying to you guys before, I wake up every day at 7,
Oh.
and to me that's already hard. I know that it's
Oh.
not anything special, like everyone.
Well, it's a bit better than
Ooh,
the
I
average.
have to wake up at 7.
You know, maybe for a white male in the first world, this is just normal.
Mhm.
But for me, it's a bit tough. Always.
Oh.
Yeah, you're not really white.
But you've always gotten up at 7. Yeah, you're Spanish.
I wake
It's
up.
not white.
Yeah, exactly. That's also true. I'm. They say it's olive color of the skin.
You don't look olive.
Well, I look pretty pale, but they call it olive. And
I
actually,
know.
recently they discovered that Spanish people might not be Caucasian.
Really? What are
You're
you?
Moorish.
Are you
You're from
Asian?
Africa.
No, I think it's closer. Yeah, closer to people from Morocco and so on.
Makes sense.
Yeah, of course. We were mixed for I don't know how many years, a century at least,
Yeah.
or even more. I don't know history. Okay, don't judge me.
You didn't go to history school?
I went to normal school, and there was a little bit of history there, but I never really liked it. I mean,
I never
History
liked
is-
history either because I always thought, oh, it's already done. It's in the past. Why do I need to learn this?
exactly.
Do not repeat the mistakes, Julie. Do not repeat the mistakes.
But I
that's
never got
But
that.
they always say that, right? It's like when they say, "Why is it important?" And the history teacher, is like, "Because society that doesn't know its history is gonna repeat its mistakes." Right? Is that what
Yeah, they have it a bit more snappy because they have to say it every day. but
Exactly,
yes.
exactly. They know it better. They know it better. But at the same time, you say, okay, that's the reason number 1. Give me the reason number 2. Right? So, because I can give you a lot of reasons, I'm not going to do it now, but I can give you a lot of reasons why maths are important, or why physics are important, or why even literature is important. But history, apart from that, oof,
Yeah, I mean, it's maybe interesting, maybe.
I think to win pub quizzes, you need it.
Also, yeah, to win, that's a good
that's
one.
not a real point, right? Pub quizzes,
That's a good point, I think. People like to win their pub quizzes.
just to get some money, or to
Just to have some,
Pastime.
rewards for your body, for yourself, for your brain.
to show
Just to
some
hit
power.
those dopamine reward centers in your brain. To
Yeah,
win
what's the
some-
point of anything? That's what I would say if
What's
I
the
was the
point of-
history
Yeah.
teacher.
What's the point of
answer
making
that
this?
question?
What's the point of making this podcast? What's the
What's,
point?
what's the point of
What's
your
the point?
face?
Why? Why your face? Why
Well-
trees?
Well,
Why air?
To make friends, it's difficult to make friends without a face.
That's true.
that is true.
And also without winning pub quizzes is maybe also difficult. No, that's not.
To make
That's not
friends.
true.
Hmm.
That's not true. Anyway, my point is that I'm tired. Okay, that was my whole point here.
Oh.
And history, I was joking. History is very important. History, just go
Oh,
kids
you were
and study
joking.
history. But
Oh.
I never liked it because I don't enjoy subjects that is just based on just I have to memorize
Boring
this
stuff.
bullshit and
Yeah.
then repeat it in an exam. Give me tools that I can think for myself, not make me memorize bullshit. You know, and that
Years,
exactly
and names of revolutions.
exactly, and that applies for many subjects, right? Like law. Like what the fuck? give me things.
Did you have law in school?
No, I didn't have a
Give me
law.
tools. Give me a spade and a hammer.
Give me. This is a problem. Solve it. Solve it.
Give me a fishing
There's a
pole.
gun. There's a gun pointing at your head. Solve this problem, or I'm gonna kill you and rape your mother, and not necessarily in that order.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I will kill the fat person.
Yeah.
Or if you make a slightly different choice, I will kill the skinny person with a disability. So make your choice, Jose.
Oh Jesus. Oh,
And
the
then
A
you want
skinny
to-
person with a disability.
And
is
then
the
you hope
same
that you
as a
had
fat
ethics,
person?
because in ethics, in philosophy, that's what you learn.
but that's more important.
That kind of knowledge.
Ethics is I think that is more. There is a reason for. I mean, there is a reason for everything. Okay, but ethics, I find it like okay, you can apply actually that, right? But how can I apply history? History, apart from when I'm voting and I'm seeing a politician saying some bullshit, and I was like, okay, this is clearly a Nazi, and that's the only reason why we need history, right? To detect bullshit from politicians, right? And that's it. And also
Well,
to
that's
go.
a pretty good reason, right?
It's a good reason. Yeah, okay. I give you that. But also it's helpful for when you go on a holiday and you visit the castle of 1862 and then you make the picture and there is a person saying like, oh, this castle is from 1862, right? And you say like, oh yeah, that's very important. Okay, let's get an ice cream.
yeah, then you can show it to your friends and you get home like, oh, here's me in the castle from 1862.
Yes.
Oh,
I was in a
nice.
medieval castle.
And then you can
Yes.
feel like you actually
Well,
did do something with your life,
Yeah.
and that your life has meaning and it spans many decades and years
Yeah.
beyond your time. It's beautiful, Jose. What a beautiful sentiment.
I know, right? Well, so yeah, that's my point. I'm tired. What about you guys?
Oh, well, I had the vaccine on Monday, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
You're immortal now.
Yes, and now I'm immortal. And
Is it bulletproof vaccine?
yes, it's totally bulletproof.
Yeah.
Not real bullets, I think. Well, I don't know. What they told me. Something bulletproof.
Did they mention bullets during the vaccination?
Well, I don't know who mentioned bullets, but somebody mentioned bullets quite recently
Maybe there
to
was
me.
someone with a gun. Maybe there.
Was it you? Were you?
No, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that ever
I think
happened.
that's that hobo at the train station who is always asking, like, do you have some bullets? Some bullets, ma'am?
Is that a thing?
Yeah, he walks around with a gun that's not loaded.
Really? And he asked for bullets?
Yeah,
What a genius!
Jeez.
some bullets. I want to sleep at the. They don't want to let me in. You have some bullets, ma'am? Some spare bullets?
What the fuck?
It would be funny, right? If you actually say like, "Yeah, of course, I always carry bullets with me. Take some, kid."
Yeah. Just, oh, this is actually a 45. Do you have some 45 caliber?
No.
Okay, so you got your vaccine.
Yeah, I got the vaccine, and then the next day I had fever. Also during the night, some fever, and then I was going to the toilet, and then trying to come back from the toilet, almost fainting on the couch, and then it reminded me to earlier this year when I also fainted. And it was also during the night, and I'd gone to the toilet, and my toilet is very small. Like, it's just a toilet, no sink or shower or anything.
small
So
ass.
super small.
And you forgot to put up the lid.
No, I did not forget to put up the lid. No, I was in the toilet and I was feeling like really not that well, and then I fainted. But luckily I fainted, on the toilet, so I did not fall down or hit my head because I had nowhere to go.
You were like taking a
just like
nap.
the good old days.
Yes, I was just taking a nap, and then I woke up like maybe a half an hour later, and oh fuck, I was just passed out on the toilet. But luckily I was in a comfortable position.
I'm curious. Did you faint before flashing or after flashing? Because
Well, I could have been peeing, right? I don't actually remember, but I think it was a number 2. So I'm not sure, Jose.
I think that's a good superhero origin story.
It's-
Right? That you're poop man. For the
it's
rest of your
important,
life.
right? Because maybe if you're exposed to that smell for so
Oh.
long, right? So maybe you have some sort of superpower, like Yella
Ah.
implied. Yeah.
Oh, so what kind of superpower do I have now? I
Like
have
for example, smelling like shit for your entire life.
wow, I'm a lucky girl.
Super smelly.
Hi, I'm super smelly. Hey, super smelly Sally here. Here to save the day. I smell some shit. Wow, that smells real nasty. No, that's another episode of Super Smelly Sally. Is a age a social construct? Are you really as young as you feel? Is
Uh,
age a social
a
construct?
little bit of both,
A little bit of both. Can you explain that?
of course.
Once upon a time.
I don't know if I would call it a social construct, but I think that people who came out of their mother's vagina at the same moment, some people don't age as quickly, right? Where they
Yes.
still look very young and their body, just all the processes that make up aging, apparently don't go as fast as in other people. Like me, for example. I'm still like most other people at 25.
You
And I'm
mean
32.
in what in what respect? You mean physically, mentally,
Physically.
economically, physically? Yeah, you think so? You think,
But did you hear of the theory of the old slash? Old slash. Bam!
Old
What is
Slash.
that?
Yeah, from Guns N' Roses.
No, the old slash is that when people look very young for very, very long, then suddenly they become old, like in a day.
Oh, like Asian people.
Bam! Yes, exactly. So in the end, everyone catches up.
I think it's a myth.
Oh, you think you look 25?
Yeah.
Well, you're wrong.
Well, only 6 months ago, when I was also 32, I got asked for my my ID when I was buying a
Yeah,
beer.
but
Yeah, I
that's
think
the
he could-
challenge 30.
I think he could pass
There is
for
no
25.
way that you could be 25. I see wrinkles. How do you make the best cup of coffee?
Oh, with passion.
With passion.
Yes, and with pressure. You need pressure
Oh.
and passion.
Do you have another P to complete the trio of P's?
Poo. No, you actually
With
don't need
pleasure. Wait, what was it? It was passion and pressure.
passion.
Okay.
Well,
And
but you need pression for sure.
Pression.
Pressure. Oh, pression is a new word. It's the combination of pressure
I
and
think
passion.
patience is the last one.
oh, patience.
So,
Good coffee
Oh.
takes time.
yes, that's the good coffee. Yeah.
What kind of apparatus do you use?
I use a mocha. How do you call
Is
it?
that the best? Yeah, an Italian mocha maker.
percolator.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it the best?
It's the best of the cheapest options.
Okay.
Yes.
You're cheap.
I am not cheap, but in order to have a proper coffee machine, you need a shit ton of space and millions
And millions?
of dollars. No, but they are very big, the good coffee machines.
They're not that big.
They're quite big.
There's just some are not that big.
They are, I mean,
Well,
I don't have the space for that.
you have a lot of space. You can put it in the dining room. Your kitchen is small. I'll
In
give
the
you that.
dining room?
Yeah, you put it in the dining room. Yeah, and then whenever
It's
you
like
want
an
coffee,
office? Like an office?
yeah. Well, it's already an office, right? You have your office
That's
chair
true.
there.
Well, because of Corona times,
Oh.
corona circumstances.
Oh,
But in the future, it's not going to be an office, I hope. But, well, yeah, actually, you made me think about it. Maybe I could,
Ha.
I
Ha.
could get a new
I got
coffee
you.
machine. What about you,
got you.
Jelle?
I just make my coffee from a filter. Always.
is that the best?
I think so, yeah. Because Gerben in the city, in Black and Bloom, he's a really grumpy guy there. Famous for his grumpiness. He told us that
He's listening to
filter
this
coffee is
podcast?
the best.
Yeah, he's
right now.
listening right now.
Well, he doesn't give a fuck. That's Gerben.
All right.
he how do you call that? He owns it.
He owns it.
Yeah, he knows he's grumpy.
Good job.
You
Good
cannot
job, Kevin.
and you cannot show your laptop when you walk in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
You
one of
cannot
these very
work.
pretentious coffee places where you cannot work or do anything. You have to go there and take his opinion when you order your coffee. So he also likes to give his opinion when you're ordering your coffee. Like, oh no, you don't have that. You have this because it's this and this and this.
Yeah, he's a little bit fat too.
Yeah. He's,
So
yeah.
the guy, I assume that the guy has a lot of friends, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't need any. But he said filter coffee is good, and I trust him on that.
That's true. It's the best. I know it's the best way to taste the actual coffee is through filter coffee. So if you want to test how good a coffee is, then filtering is actually the purest way, and that's how they do it in coffee tastings. It's a little trivia for you.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I should, of course, grind my own coffee
Oh, yeah.
for the filtering. I don't do that. I just buy it because grinding is very expensive and time consuming. And it's not worth it. And
That's
I'm
not
trying
true, but okay.
I'm trying to quit drinking coffee anyway because there's nothing good about it.
That's
I
not
think there's
true.
good
The
things.
smell, only the smell is good.
The smell, and I think there's some stuff in there that's good for you and can cure cancer. Something with curing cancer. I'm pretty sure.
AIDS, cure AIDS.
And curing
yeah.
AIDS.
No, but it how do you say, it makes you more alert. So yeah.
That never works on me.
Really?
No, I
When
never
you're
noticed
kind of-
that. No.
You're a little bit sleepy and you take a coffee and it's like, beam, I can eat the world now.
Beam.
No, I never noticed that.
Never.
I
You
just
never say
get
beam?
heart palpitations. I can just feel my heart and worry, like, ooh, am I getting a heart attack any moment now?
But
Oh,
not with
fuck.
one coffee, right? Not with one coffee.
Well, I have big coffees and then I have two.
Well, but that's you get the heart palpitations because you make like a whole liter of coffee to drink for the whole day.
Maybe that's a problem.
Maybe you should drink less coffee.
Do you think about that?
I thought about it. No hard conclusions.
Well, on that note, what are the 3 telltale signs of an ignorant person?
Saying things that are not true.
Well, Heidi, maybe they are true, and maybe you're the one that's ignorant.
Okay.
Starting a podcast.
So it's not necessarily me.
That can't be true because we're doing that, and we are pretty amazing people.
Yes.
I'm definitely not ignorant.
Maybe it's, yeah, okay. How do you spot an ignorant person?
Yes.
Right? Okay, so I can't wriggle my way out of here that the knowledgeable people can spot them by them saying false statements.
Mm.
They wear stupid clothes.
Define stupid.
There's really ignorant
Shorts.
ignorant
lots of shorts
cuts.
and lots of
I'm-
no sleeves allowed.
I'm wearing shorts right now. Am I
oh,
stupid?
do you fit the? You're also from Spain. That's also on the list.
Am I stupid? Oh my god.
Say something, and then we can judge if you're stupid or not.
Am I stupid?
Is sugar bad for you?
Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh my god. Well, what do you mean?
Only if
I
it's
mean,
too much.
is sugar bad for you?
Well, that's too abstract.
That's the question, Jose. Answer the question.
You mean to eat, right?
Yes.
Is it added sugar?
It's sugar.
Well, if it's added sugar,
It's sugar.
it's bad for you.
Well, sugar is in fruit, Jose.
Exactly.
And I'm
added by
asking,
the
is
sun.
sugar
Oh,
bad
okay.
for you?
I'm not gonna enter in the sugar discussion, but
Why
definitely
not?
the sugar in a fruit is different from the sugar that is added, not chemically, but because of how it comes to your body. Because
So
it
what
comes
if I
in-
take a banana and I make it into a powder? I like punch it and it whittles down and it's a little powder, and then I add
Mummify
it
it.
to my coffee. Is that added sugar?
yes, yes.
And at what point does it become added sugar?
When in the moment that you break the matrix,
So a milkshake, the Matrix.
the matrix that is around sugar, and all the fibers. And the
So
moment-
so milkshake or smoothies, that's already added sugar.
I mean, if you take the fruit by itself, it's healthier than taking a smoothie because you are breaking down these fibers. But I don't want to get in the sugar battle
Is sugar
here.
bad for you?
I think Jose can explain this because I think the listeners are assuming that you're just poking fun again because you're normally the clown of the show. But you're actually quite knowledgeable about sugar, right? And what it does to your body.
That's not true. I have the most knowledge.
I studied in the
That's
sugar
not true.
university.
You were not a 14-year-old girl with eating disorder problems.
Yeah, but when I'm pretty sure that when you were 14 years old, you weren't as critical as you are today.
I'm sorry, what?
As you weren't as critical with the information you were digesting
What are you
as you are
saying?
today.
What are you
didn't,
saying?
you
didn't-
learn.
you didn't have
Yes.
the internet either.
I had the internet.
But not this now you are a grown-up woman.
So age is not a social construct.
No, you're just older, right?
Oh, okay.
And now you're able to distinguish bullshit from good
Truth.
information from truth. The
But
truth.
that doesn't mean that I spend a lot of time reading a lot of books and other things about sugar and stuff.
Well, sometimes when you don't have the time to do that, what you can do is to learn from people that actually know a lot about it. So if you want to learn a lot about history,
don't
for example,
patronize me, you piece of shit. You're a piece
You
of
go
shit.
to history school.
Yeah, to history school. And
Oh,
you want to know
history school. Oh,
about
where is
sugar?
that? Where is history school?
History is in the past.
All right. Welcome to the Agony Aunt section of the podcast, where we give unsolicited advice to anybody who will listen and anybody who wants to write. And that includes also Cheryl. She's back again from Boston. Yeah.
From Boston
She
again.
has a lot of problems and she really likes us. My mom is so controlling. She doesn't let me think for myself. Everything has to be her way and I'm sick of it. I'm in my 20s now and she still treats me
wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
So Cheryl now is in her 20s?
Yes.
And I guess before.
Probably late 20s then.
Okay, well, okay. I guess it's compatible. Sorry for interrupting you.
What was the problem?
You're
Well,
calling
I
her a
thought-
liar, Jose?
I thought she was a bit older, but
So she was a high-powered businesswoman, but yeah, she's in her 20s.
okay, she just got there quite early,
She's
right?
a Netflix high-powered businesswoman. She's
I see.
she's young and
This is yuppie.
yeah.
I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so please just go ahead.
I'm in my 20s now, and she still treats me like a child. She keeps a lock on the kitchen door so that I don't snack without her permission. I feel like I'm living with a dictator. How can I get her off my back?
Well, is she living with her mother?
It sounds like it, yes.
Then shut the fuck up, Cheryl. Because I mean, what can you say? And also, if you call your mother, if you say the phrase "I'm living with a dictator," and it's probably because you are a baby, right?
Oh, you're
Yeah.
a baby, Cheryl.
Yeah.
She's a
Well,
friend
you
of the
take-
show,
you
Jose.
take the
Take it
the
easy on
subject role.
Cheryl.
It's quite obvious, right? You wouldn't describe your mother like, "I feel like I'm living with a dictator."
Well, I think that this situation has just formed because she divorced her husband. Remember?
Yeah.
I think there was I don't quite remember what it was.
Cheryl, in the beginning, she had these escorts, right? So she was had some problems, with
Yeah.
sex. And,
Early in her life,
Yes.
2 weeks ago.
And then I forget what happened last week. Do we remember?
Oh, I don't remember.
Not because we don't care about you, Cheryl. We just
No,
have a
we
lot
love
going
you,
on
Cheryl.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Keep writing in.
So many questions, Cheryl. But in this case, I think she's totally wrong. I think if you're living, Cheryl, with your mother, you should respect her. And
I remember what it was. Last
Even if
week,
her mom's a bitch.
she served
Yes.
the child first, and then her mother-in-law got
that's
really
right.
angry with her.
That's true.
it's true.
Yeah.
So maybe
So
something went sour there, and she had to move in with her mom.
That's what happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
she was with the escort at the mother-in-law's place, and now she's back at home with the mom, and now she's taking it all out on her mother. Well, you cannot do that, Cheryl. You have to go to the source of the problem, which is your mother-in-law, and kill her.
Yeah,
I think
but
that was our.
that was the advice already.
Yes.
So maybe since we are always giving the same advice, we should also say the same thing, right? Just kill
No.
your mother.
We always give multiple options, and I think
What-
last
yes.
week and the week before, murder was a pretty valid one. Okay, let's try to focus on the problem. So one of the problems is that there is a lock on the fridge. Did I hear that correctly?
Yes, there's a lock on the kitchen.
Well, go to
door.
the supermarket, buy your own snacks, hide them in your room under the blankets, and snack at night.
Yeah, but also
Solved.
tell your mother when you're eating those snacks, like, I have these snacks here with
You
me,
see, Mom, you see?
and they are way better than yours.
So much better than your snacks. So much better than your snacks.
Why don't you love me?
No, I think it will be an extra kick for her to eat them secretly.
Yeah, but how crazy, by the way, is to lock the freezer or the fridge? Both
The
things.
kitchen door.
The kitchen door.
Yeah.
So I mean, she cannot even cook, right?
No.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
You'll get a small one of those camping stoves. You can keep that in her own room.
Yeah, and it's also very safe to cook in those things.
And then her
It's
mom will
fine.
probably find it, right? If the mom is putting a lock on the kitchen door, she's not going to let her have a gas stove
Well-
in her room.
Yeah.
Bring a lock yourself and a chain or something and chain it to your bed or to the heating.
Well, that's the whole problem, right? She says her mom is very controlling. So,
Yeah, well, so can she be. So it's
So just be
a
controlling.
rock and a
back.
hard place. It's an eye for an eye.
I don't know, man.
And just move out, right? Because you just get yourself together, get a small place somewhere, And
Get your shit together, Cheryl.
yeah,
Yeah, Cheryl, like what the fuck? Your life is a mess. But keep on writing.
We love you, Cheryl.
We love
Keep
your
on
stories.
keeping on.
Send love to Boston and all our friends in Boston. Hello, everybody.
Our
We
fans.
love you.
fans and family. And looking forward to you sending us an email that that your life sorted itself out and that you're happy.
Yes.
Maybe in that moment she doesn't write it anymore, right? Because we
Well,
have to
please do,
solve
Cheryl.
solve her problems.
All right. We have an anonymous write-in.
Whoa. Is it Cheryl?
I'm not sure, but it could be. Cheryl, she likes to talk to us. My husband and I have been together for 8 years and we have one child together. Our sex life is good and we have sex around 1 to 2 times per month.
She's
I
bragging.
don't know why she's specifying this. He and his best friend are very close and often go on weekends away together to go camping or fishing. I recently discovered some gay porn on his computer and now I'm beginning to wonder about this friendship. He always comes back from these weekends very relaxed and happy. Is it possible that he is having an affair?
Yes.
Of course.
Oh, you think he's doing it?
Well, if you find gay porn, I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like finding, I don't know, what thing could you, for example,
a gun, a rifle.
Dildo.
Yeah, exactly. Or you find dog food. That doesn't mean that you are raping a dog when you are going on
Or that you're
dates.
gay.
What?
Or that
Well,
you're
also
gay.
finding a dildo doesn't mean that you're gay.
No, of course not. But definitely, if you find a dildo, you could think that he might have sexual intercourse with someone else, right?
I don't think so.
think if you find
could
socks,
just
doesn't
like
mean
a
that you're gay.
dildo up your butt, right?
And he never mentioned that to her, right?
That's true.
But
If
the-
he
in-
never mentioned it, that's true.
In any case, that's not the point. The point is there's no dildo in the story.
There's no dildo, no.
So, but there's gay porn, which I think is pretty
Yes.
obvious, right? I don't think if you are.
Maybe it's a present.
Oh wait, maybe he is bisexual, right?
Could be.
And he never mentioned this, but that doesn't mean that he's cheating on her.
And maybe the friend was, or yeah, could have been something. We don't know.
He was also going fishing, right?
Yeah, camping and fishing.
Did she also find videos of zoophilia?
Zoophilia with fish? Fucking fish?
It's a thing as well.
Oh, well, she doesn't mention it here, but
Not
we'll
in the
see.
not in the PS. PS
Oh.
also animal porn.
Oh, look at that. It does say P.S. I also found some zoophilia fish on his computer.
I told you.
So that's just his nice extra sex weekend away.
Yeah.
I did want to point out that coming back relaxed and happy from a fishing weekend, well, fishing is a bad example, but just a weekend in nature, I think it's very, very natural and healthy to
Maybe
come
that's
back.
the cover that
relaxed.
he has, right? So he goes and he cheats, but he says he's going camping because he knows that he should come back, relaxed and happy. He's too smart, this guy.
Yeah, nature, right? He probably comes back saying like, nature was amazing up my butt, nature.
Yeah,
And
we
then
had
she's,
it.
and she's thinking like, what was up his butt? Was it bugs? Was it?
Nature
Why
is
It was
was
probably those
nature up his
mosquitoes,
butt?
right? That we talked so much about in this
Yeah.
podcast.
When did we talk about mosquitoes?
It's episode 1 or 2.
I don't remember.
Was it the flies maybe?
Yes,
that
flies,
gets
yeah.
in your butt.
When you're in the forest
yes.
and there's nobody around, do the flies still get in your butt?
I think that was in last episode. I think. Well, not last episode.
Well,
2
time
episodes.
flies.
So
So we didn't solve anything,
no,
right?
we didn't solve anything.
But
and
this is
she's-
a real problem. I mean,
Yeah.
and she doesn't seem very worried, right? Because she's texting us
yeah.
like, well, there is this little issue, right? Like,
Well, maybe. Well, I don't. We
Can
don't
you
know
read it?
what
Can
her
you read
tone
it in the
is.
most worried tone that you can?
yeah, please
Just read it crying.
make it.
Come on,
dramatical.
Julie, act.
No. My husband and I have been together for 8 years, and we have one child together. Our sex life is good. We have sex.
She seems happy. Eh? She seems happy actually about
Yeah,
this.
it seems she's really trolling
I
us.
cannot be sad under pressure. I can only be sad when I am sad.
I can only be sad on a normal day. I can only be sad all the time.
Not
but
on a podcast
but
day.
not now.
For today, Julie really pumped herself up by doing nothing
Well,
for a
who
day.
wants to read it in a sad voice?
I can
then?
try. But I cannot put the female voice. I'm just gonna use my own voice.
Do we know it's a girl? Is it a woman writing us?
Well, they have a child together, so I assume that
Could have adopted.
that's a good point.
But then the
Okay.
gay porn wouldn't be as shocking, I guess.
Exactly.
true.
My husband and I have been together for 8 years, and we have one child together. Our sex life is good, and we have sex around 1-2 times per month. He and his best friend are very close and often go.
Okay, give me that.
I cannot make it. I cannot
My
make it.
husband and I have been together for 8 years, and we have one child together. Our sex life is good, and we have sex around 1 to 2 times per month.
That's too much. That's too much.
He and his best friend are very close, and often go on weekends away together to go camping or fishing. I recently discovered some gay porn on his computer, and now I'm beginning to wonder about his friendship. He always comes back from these weekends very relaxed and happy. Is it possible that he is having an affair?
Oh my God, yes. Oh, you poor woman. What
Yeah.
can we do to help you?
Yeah,
Oh
fuck.
God, it's so sad.
my God.
You have it so hard.
Okay, just
I can't believe you had that emotion inside of you.
dump him.
Yeah, get rid of him. You don't need him. Take your baby and run. Run far away from this bad
monster.
man.
This monster.
This is like Not Without My Daughter, maybe.
What?
I don't know. In which country does she live?
We don't have that information. Potentially Boston.
But
Yeah.
she could. I would just say, ask your husband, just in a random moment while you're doing the dishes, for example.
Do you like cocks?
Yeah,
And
or
just try to slip a finger up there and see how he reacts.
Yeah.
I would ask, are you
A
gay?
big finger, a thumb.
A big hairy finger.
Yeah. Or just call the friend. Probably she has the phone of his friend, and to say, with another voice from another phone, like, I know what you're doing. You faggot. And then maybe, the whole situation is they start looking more nervous.
Yeah.
And then she can get some information.
Yeah.
Well,
Like that.
there's still plenty of options open. I don't know why we get this question, because she can still hire a private eye to go after them.
No, but I like
she
taking
could-
it into her own hands, like Jose said. I would like to do that.
Yeah, but you would set up a scheme, a social scheme.
Also, yeah.
You would make them kill each other.
Oh Jesus, that's
Probably.
very evil. Would
One
I
the
do
other.
that?
I think so.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Or you would make them believe that they're not gay anymore.
Or make them believe that the others are cheating on the other people, so that they have other gay partners. Ah ha ha ha.
Exactly, something like
Then
that.
you get them. All right. Well, I think we solved it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You're welcome, Anonymous.
Now we have another problem from the world.
From the world.
From the world. The
Whoa.
world
The
writes
world
in.
has so many problems. the
Yeah,
world.
right? It's so hard.
I have global
life.
warming.
Well, now you also have this. My best friend's boyfriend doesn't like me, and it makes me feel really bad about myself. Me and my best friend used to hang out all the time until she got this new boyfriend. Now we don't see each other as often. I've tried several times to invite myself along with them and the others they hang out with. But I always feel like I'm an extra person and that they don't really like me. I miss my best friend. What can I do? I think we need Yella to read it in his sad woman voice again, because I don't think I got a lot of the emotion across there.
But then we cannot.
That's true, but we don't have time for that. I don't know what the age of our writer is, but find new friends.
Find new friends, just dump them, dump the friends.
Well, they dumped you, technically.
They already dumped her.
Reader, writer.
But the problem is the new boyfriend, right? Of her or his friend.
Yeah.
He or she doesn't specify
Yeah.
the gender. So the problem is that dude, right?
Yeah,
That he's
that he's a cunt.
Yes, murder is again an
separate.
option.
He's the Yoko Ono of the group of friends.
What's
right?
a Yoko Ono?
Yoko Ono. How's the name? Yoko Ono? Yoko.
It's
Yoko
Yoko Ono.
Yoko Ono.
From Lennon, man.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, you're too old. For
Yoko.
my
Oh, come on,
references.
Yoko Ono is even older than us.
Oh, well, I don't know.
From the 60s.
Well, you're
70s.
closer
Closer?
to that, to the 60s
Oh, come
than I
on.
am.
Okay, well, Yoko Ono, for our young listeners who don't know who Yoko Ono is, she was John Lennon's girlfriend. And John Lennon is one of the Beatles. and
I know
they
that much.
are famous for staying together in bed for a long time out of protest, probably against nuclear energy. Not sure.
She was famous for kind of being, I mean, responsible, not really, from separating the Beatles. You know, the legend says that.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, I never knew that. Oh, some nice trivia. I learned something today.
So this guy is the Yoko Ono of the group
this
of friends.
motherfucker.
Yes. Well, they should just, she should just talk to this guy and to say,
Hey, motherfucker.
"Hey, what's your problem with me? Is it because you're Asian?"
Oh,
No, she should say something, right? And because the girlfriend is gonna defend him, right?
yes, that's true.
So
But
she
the
just have to
girlfriend
go.
is the one that should say something, right?
Yeah, but that's the tricky part, right? When you're in the middle, it's always like, oh fuck, I don't have a problem with anyone. I'm the good person here.
Yeah,
Fuck
but
you all.
then also like the girl to say something to the guy, I also feel like that's hard, right?
Maybe the solution is what Yella said: just get new friends and fuck them.
Fuck these motherfuckers.
Yeah,
You mean not like ignore them, or
yeah.
is there another way to say fuck them where you don't mean have intercourse with them?
Screw you.
Screw you guys. I'm gonna find my own friends.
Find new friends and drop your old friends like hot potatoes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what you should always do when faced with any problems with your friends. Just cut them out of your life
Run away.
and get new friends. And then when
As
you have
long as you're
problems
young.
with those friends, you cut those out, you get new friends, and eventually you'll still keep cutting out old friends and getting new friends.
No, I think it's only while you're young.
then
And this
you
sounds
die.
like they're in middle school, maybe high school. And I think until you're 40, you just have to keep dropping your friends and making new ones.
Yeah, and also you can also make a new personality every time,
Ooh,
right?
fun.
You're a new person. So to the new group of friends, for example, you can go with a cap and on a skate. Although you don't know how to skate, but they don't know that, right? Or you just grab the skate with your hands, but you never go on the skate. You just walk with the skate
And
on
then
your hand.
hey,
Hey,
do you skate?
I'm the skater, okay, of the group.
And you can use the different
let's see
accent
it.
every time as well, man.
Yes. And then with other group, you are the drunk person. And with another group, you are the psychopath, for example.
You're just doing my whole teenage years right now. All the stages. It's amazing.
What was your favorite role that you played?
I did like being the drunk one. That's always fun because you just cannot take responsibility for your actions. Like, what? I was drunk. Oh, I didn't mean to do it.
There are always people helping
Taking
you,
care
right?
of you. Yeah, like
Get you out of trouble every time that you put yourself
Call the
into trouble.
ambulance. No, don't call the ambulance. She's fine.
Laughing at you a little bit.
No, they never laughed at me.
No?
Being condescending a little bit, like,
yeah.
again, Julie.
Yeah.
Julie's gonna make it again. Yeah.
But why did you stop that? Why did you take on a different role?
Oh, because I had an intervention.
Intervention. The
Yeah,
police
had
came.
my friends had an intervention with me. Like, Julie, you're drinking too much. Get your shit together.
It made a reaction. In
Well, not in that moment. I was very angry, but yeah, later it had a reaction, and then I became something else.
Because you realized, oh no, they're
you. A
right.
skater. Then you became a skater.
Then I became a skater.
Straight edge.
Straight edge.
Yeah, then I became a straight edge, and then I became who I am today.
And who are you today, Julie?
I am a vegan feminist.
And you almost don't drink now, actually.
Now, actually, I never drink. Yeah, I've lost total interest in alcohol. It's like not interesting to me.
Sounds a little bit boring, right? No,
That's what my mother said.
no, it's not. It's not a good comment. I was joking. No, it's actually I support you.
Yeah, you support me. My mom, no, yeah, I always say that. Yeah, like, oh no, I don't really drink anymore. And she's like, geez, Julie, you got so boring. Oh my God. Have a drink. What happened?
Yeah, I'm actually suspecting you two that you're scheming behind my back how you're going to set up an intervention for me.
I don't think
what
so.
kind of intervention?
About my drinking.
What's
You
wrong
don't.
with your drinking?
You almost don't drink. You
No,
barely
but
drink.
but you drink not at all. So
Nah.
But what's the problem? You had like one beer. It's like not even.
it's almost
5%.
finished. And after this, we will get cocktails and sit in the garden.
I never
Yeah.
seen you actually drunk, I think. So, yeah, I think
Well,
an
you can
intervention...
tell when
You
I'm drunk.
also don't get drunk because
No.
I always look and you're like you're never drunk. I never can tell.
Yeah. So then there is no intervention. Or it could be also that you're so you have so much tolerance for alcohol because you're so
and your
used to
metabolism
alcohol.
is really good that it just goes and all the poison just leaves your body instantly.
I think Jose was going for a different angle.
Exactly. My point was actually that because he has been drinking so much for so many years, now he needs 5 liters of alcohol
God.
in order to be drunk.
Yella, we need to have an intervention.
Okay, well, you can plan that, create a different signal group to plan the intervention.
All right.
Next
then.
segment.
It's time for love. Love, love, love.
Is it? You know that I'm gonna put the jingle again,
No,
right?
I want to sing it every time. My singing voice
Because love is
more
unique
beautiful.
every time. It's different and beautiful. each time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's love, love, and sometimes it's love.
Oh.
It's never that one.
Yeah, love is always different, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, I see.
yeah.
Hmm.
Wow, has it been a good week for love? Do you think? Has it been a good week?
I guess so.
Oh, you guess. Yala, you had a date of sorts, right?
I did, yeah.
Was it a good one?
I also think so, but I'm really aware that someone or people are going to listen to this later.
Oh,
Ooh.
And then, yeah.
Does
But
she
it
know?
was a weird. I can tell the story how it started. It all started on the Martini Kerkhof, which is a blind spot here in Groningen. It's behind the big church, and there's almost never anyone there.
In the Netherlands, we remind to our
Yes.
audience that we
For
are in the
ignorant
Netherlands.
listeners.
we in the north of the Netherlands.
Yes.
And I had a yoga class there in the morning, which is
Mm-hmm.
probably the most magical thing that I've seen in the last year. Because I got there quite early and the weather was super beautiful. All the daffodils were in bloom.
Wow, sounds like a good start for
Yeah,
love
but
story.
she was not at the yoga.
No, because there
No.
were only 30 places to register.
So she did not get a spot.
She's not a yogi. She's not a yogi.
She's not a yogi, but she is a climber.
She's a
Yes.
climber.
But Evelien, my friend Evelien, was teaching the class.
Yeah.
I arrived a little bit late, so I already saw the 30 women sitting on the field there.
All for you.
No, all for the yoga.
I don't know.
So I sat down on the grass there and I did the yoga for an hour, trying not to exert myself too much, so I wouldn't be super sweaty for the date, because I read that that's not good. And then
You read that.
yes,
Where did you read that?
and it's not. No one wants to know. Listeners are not
Did
interested.
you have
Julie.
a book to tell
So,
you how to
Then
go
my
on
date,
dates?
my date arrived,
You didn't answer my question.
and we sat
read-
down
I'm
there.
not shutting up.
I read it in a book.
Where did you read it?
In
What
the Bible.
book?
Was it the Bible?
Internet.
What internet?
The one internet, the one true
Well,
internet.
where?
Julie.
I need a location.
The location of internet?
Yes.
Yeah,
That
who
doesn't make any
answers?
sense.
Okay. Yeah, who answers?
Yeah, who answers?
You
I
read
asked
it in
the
a
question:
book.
should I be sweaty or not sweaty for my date?
Oh, obviously not sweaty.
That would be better.
Exactly.
Sweaty after the
That's
date.
what most people said.
But in Yahoo Answers,
What? Yes, it was Yahoo Answers.
yeah.
I think Julie is alluding to the book that I once got from a friend called. I don't remember the title, honestly.
How to fuck her ass.
So
No.
It was not specifically about that, but it was.
If you need instructions how, then it's
It was
maybe
kind
you
of
should
like
not
the
be
game.
doing that.
How to get her ass.
also, it was.
It was
There
how
was
to
no
flirt.
ass in the
It was how
title.
to flirt with women.
It was called Master Flirt.
It was master flirt.
Yes.
But it's like a master. It's like from a university that they have this master on how to flirt. So for example, I am graduated. I have got my master's degree on flirting. Is
That
it
could probably be a thing, right?
probably yes?
Yeah.
And if it doesn't exist, we could start that.
Oh my God, we just made a thing.
Master of Flirt.
Yes. So no, it wasn't like that, right? It's
It
just
wasn't like that. No, but we have to move it along. This is a long day ahead of us.
Oh Jesus.
Okay,
So I was
all right.
sitting in the field with my date, impressing her with my knowledge and my juggling skills.
Did you juggle in front of her?
And then, I brought my juggling balls.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I didn't.
Why?
No, I didn't.
To impress her, obviously.
But
To have something to do in case it
Does that
was
work?
really boring. If there's a silence of 2 minutes, then I can just
But don't you think that after a silence, taking your juggling balls and doing some juggling is even worse? It's even more awkward.
It would make it more awkward.
Yeah, right?
Maybe, but then it's so awkward that you laugh about it
You're
afterwards.
like, did she laugh when you started juggling?
No,
Then-
no, I was sitting there with my juggling balls or juggling when she arrived.
Okay.
Okay, so then we were
All right.
talking a bit in the grass about cows and calves. That's the Dutch saying.
Yeah.
Koetjes en kalfjes.
Mm-hmm.
And then kind of a weird guy came walking by, treading. He was wearing a box of eggs, 2 milkshakes, and a can of peas.
Whoa.
He was wearing them on his face.
I said, okay, he was carrying them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he put them on the little brick wall next to
Yeah.
the meadow where we were sitting. Opened the box of eggs, and then he started pelting them at the building
Jesus.
What's it? This
next to it.
The building is the church or just a regular
No,
building?
just a regular old living house. there.
Okay.
Yeah, historical.
Huh.
And then I had to be the hero, of course, right? Because you cannot just.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
if you
were
don't do
go by.
anything, then you look like a jackass. So
Yeah.
Well,
did
you can
do
always
something?
laugh, right? Like, this is hilarious.
Yeah,
Right? Don't you
this-
think so? And then you laugh together.
Yes, but no, I got up and I walked over to the guy, and I was afraid that he would throw eggs at me, but he didn't, fortunately. And so I don't remember what I said exactly, but I just told him, like, please don't do that. There's a girl over there, and I'm on a date.
Please act like I'm actually stopping you
Act
from
like I'm
doing
tough.
this.
Yeah. No, but
then
he,
he handed you the box of eggs so that you could throw them at him, and you were very grateful.
Did he throw any egg to your girl?
He didn't.
That would be hilarious, right? That's
he
the
threw an
response.
egg at me. I dodged it, and then she got it straight in the face.
Oh.
All not what happened. No, he. I think he was actually more not intimidated exactly, but he did feel uncomfortable. So because he said my teacher lives here, and is not responding to
Oh.
me, and because he got a 6 on something, which is a passing mark, so it should be fine.
So this was a young person then.
Yeah, there was a pretty young guy.
Okay. So it was for some reason I thought it was a hobo at the beginning, but
I
no.
also thought
No, but
so.
he was probably in his mid-20s.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And but then he walked away, and I looked at the building and I didn't see anyone. But I walked back to my girl, and we sat there for maybe 5 more minutes, and then the guy came out, the teacher, and I walked over to him to tell him, like, so this was going on, and he had seen it because he was in the house, and he was calling the police, and it turned out that the guy had left his phone on the wall there.
Oh, so stupid.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
a rookie's mistake.
Oh yeah.
Did they get him?
But then I noticed that he had these two milkshakes and the can of peas there,
Yeah.
but he had thrown all of the eggs.
Okay.
So then at first I thought, oh, okay, that was a bit pointless to interrupt him because he still threw them all anyway. But hopefully I looked like a macho. But then he didn't throw the rest. So I thought, oh, maybe he would have also thrown those
Oh.
had I not intervened like a superhero.
Did you impress your date with that?
I think so.
Yeah, you came back and she was like, "Oh,
My
did
hero.
You just saved
Did you just save a
me.
teacher?
Oh,
Did you say something like, when you started juggling, I thought that, okay, this is not going good. But then later this happened, and now I'm impressed. I'm really impressed.
He didn't say that, but I saw it in her eyes. So we got up, we walked to the harbor, we had a drink, we walked to Café Cult, we had a chocolate cake.
Oh, nice.
Or she had a chocolate cake. I
Very
had
good
something.
chocolate cake.
Best
Yes,
in the
we
world.
had that the day before. That's where I got the idea because I had never been there before,
Mhm.
except to make petit fours. But that's a whole other story. Yeah, and then she had to go because friends were
Oh,
arriving.
she didn't like you.
Oh,
No,
Julie, come on. Oh,
What? They just hung out for the guy threw the eggs and then they had cake and then she left.
well, did you pay for the cake?
No, we
Okay.
split
Yeah,
everything.
At least,
I mean,
at least it's not
I
one of
paid-
these people that
I
are...
paid, and then she gave me 10 euros in cash.
Oh, okay. €10.
Okay.
What kind of cake is that?
Also, we drank some other things.
Okay.
Yeah, it was all very fair and balanced.
Okay.
And but now she has visitors over the whole week.
Okay, so she's avoiding your.
My
Oh, she's
calls,
busy. She
not
could be
answering my
busy.
calls.
Really? Not texting?
Tomorrow is her birthday.
There's no
Oh.
texting?
There's a bit of texting.
Okay.
Every day at least a little bit. But tomorrow is her birthday.
Okay.
I'm slowly de-anonymizing her here. That's not good. So I will try not to say any more personal information.
Okay. Tomorrow. Okay. So we know that.
But we're going
tomorrow-
to...
Tomorrow is the 3rd of
the
June.
plan is... Shut up, Julie. We're going to try
Well, it
and
depends. It
climb.
depends on when
we're
we-
going bouldering next week, hopefully,
You're
together.
going bouldering
Okay.
with the cult?
Maybe, if you all
Oh,
want to
really?
join, of course.
The
Oh, that's-
cult. Yes.
That's funny.
She knows you.
With the
Because
cult.
I told them about you. She knows
She
you.
knows us?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Did you tell her anything about the podcast, by the way?
Yes. I told her that we are making a podcast.
Did you tell her that she was going to feature on the podcast?
I did not tell her that. I did tell
Okay.
her that we had a segment on love in the
Okay.
podcast.
Okay, good.
Oh, that's
So
fine.
she has to guess.
Maybe if she doesn't call you anymore, that's the reason why. Maybe
She doesn't like the spotlight,
she
all
doesn't.
that fame.
She doesn't want to be
Yeah.
there. Yeah. It's a complicated thing, right? Separating business from personal
love.
life, from love. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Especially-
anyway, you know, next week you'll hear whether I got into her pants or not.
Welcome to another episode. And this time we're going to switch things up. We're not going to be telling ghost stories. We're going to be doing some erotica or audio porn. Yes. Who would like to begin a erotic story?
I can start if you guys allow me.
I'll allow you.
Thank you. All right. So, Jessica was in her apartment.
Did she have long blonde hair?
She was brown.
Oh, her skin?
Her hair was brown. She was a brownie. But this is not relevant. Jessica.
But it's important for the build-up.
So Jessica, the brownie. That's the way that everyone called her in the neighborhood. Jessica the brownie was at home in her apartment in Ohio. And it was a very, very warm day. So she wasn't wearing many clothes.
Oh,
She was wearing a tank top and some shorts. Very short.
did she have a bra on?
No, of course not. Jessica never wore a bra. Never. They are uncomfortable, yes.
It's true they are uncomfortable.
Yes, they are. Huh? And she had some problem with the Wi-Fi. Like, oh, Wi-Fi is not working. I need to call the cable man.
The cable man does Wi-Fi?
Is the non-cable man? Is the
The wireless man.
so she called the wireless man.
Hello, there's the cable man. Do you have a problem? Could you describe it?
Oh, hello. I'm having problems with my Wi-Fi. Could you send someone to my apartment to fix it for me? Because I cannot fix it myself.
All right, so I understand you are having problems with the Wi-Fi. And have you tried turning it off and on again?
Yeah, I try all that bullshit already. Please, I need you to send me a guy here to my apartment to fix the problem with the Wi-Fi.
All right, we're a little bit understaffed, but I have half an hour of shift for the phone, but then I can come over. You live in Ohio, right?
You're the one that is gonna come?
All right, I'll be right over.
Is oh, fuck me. So Jessica was a little bit disappointed by the voice of this man.
Oh, no.
And because she was waiting for someone, like a hot man.
Because it was too high pitched, right? The voice was too high pitched.
She was so horny that afternoon that she was open for whatever. So she was like, okay, whatever piece of shit arrives here.
And she didn't like call center people either.
Exactly. So she was open for it. So she waited for half an hour and her horniness was just harder and
Her
harder.
hornness. Wow.
Horniness.
Harder and harder. Oh,
Yeah.
Such a horn.
God. It sounds like she's a penis. Wow.
I guess it's difficult to put yourself walking yourself in a
In the
woman's
woman's.
shoes.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Oh.
So Jessica was waiting, and suddenly the doorbell sounded.
Bing,
Oh, this must be the guy. I'm gonna open
bing,
the door.
bing,
Oh, he's a little bit impatient. Maybe he's as horny as I am.
bing.
Right. I'm opening. So she.
But she had a big mansion, right? It was all very big, white marble.
No, it was an apartment, as I said at the beginning. Just a small apartment in Ohio. Very, very warm. So she opened the door, and there was the man. And he said,
Hello, ma'am. I'm here to fix the Wi-Fi.
"Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's fine."
Oh, it's warm in here. Do you mind if I take off my shirt?
Oh, please do so. Please do so. So the man just removed his shirt, and in
He
that
ripped it, right? He took it at the front and he just,
he was super ripped.
Oh.
He probably was training a lot by picking up the phone the whole day so hard that he had such a big biceps, only in one hand.
Maybe he was strapping weights to the phone as well.
Yeah, that was probably the case. So she indicated him like, okay, you can go to the back of the apartment. There is the router is there. You can fix it. What's your name, by the way?
My name is Alfred.
Oh, you have this. Okay, Alfred, you can come. Okay, so there's the Wi-Fi, and Alfred just lay down on the floor because the router was on the floor, and he started fixing it.
Oh.
And his torso was sweating. But after a while, Alfred said. So after a while.
Sorry, that was my cue. I didn't catch that.
Alfred took his time to reply, but at the end, Alfred said,
You didn't have the plug in the socket. I got it. Now you should have the Wi-Fi again. Could you give me the password, ma'am?
"Oh, the password to what? What do you want to know? What secret?
Jessica, dirty girl.
Which secret do you want to know here, huh, Alfred?"
Just the password to the Wi-Fi, please.
Don't you want the password of something else?
There are two of you here now.
Oh yeah, I'm Jessica's sister.
Your twin sister.
Exactly. That was already planned from the beginning. Jessica was there with her sister, and they wanted to have a threesome with the guy,
What a twist.
the Indian guy.
Oh yeah. Jessica, what'll we do? What'll we do to you, Alfred?
I don't know if this is all right, if this is company policy. I should be going to my next client.
Why don't you take off your pants first?
Well, all right then. You make a very convincing argument.
And Alfred removed his pants, take off his pants, and he had a very, very tiny dick. Very tiny.
Oh.
So Jessica and the sister were really disappointed. So they decided to give him the password of the Wi-Fi instead.
Okay, the password is carrot47.
Carrot47. All right. I'm entering the password now.
And he was doing that while being naked all the time with a tiny dick.
All right, it's connecting. I think we're good here.
Okay. Thank you, Alfred.
Everything is working, Alfred. You can dress yourself up again. And
Oh, we're looking at you. I'm getting a little excited now.
No, Alfred.
Alfred, it's okay. You can go home. Take a tip here.
Get the fuck out.
No. I think we're going to do this differently now.
We are not turning this story into something else. Get the fuck out.
Alfred, just go home, okay? Alfred.
We said no. Get the fuck out.
No, it's no, Alfred.
All right. No is no.
No, it's no.
That's true.
That's the moral of the story.
Everyone should respect that when a woman says no.
Yes.
And Alfred just left the apartment so fast that he forgot actually to get his clothes. And when he arrived, he was so excited still by the whole situation.
There was a police officer on the street.
No, he made all his way back to the office, but he entered the office being naked. It's still hard. And
He ordered a pizza.
his boss told me like, Alfred, you cannot repair Wi-Fi with such a tiny cock. You should find another job, Alfred. And Alfred was fired. And that's the end of the story.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, Jesus.
And also for the people at home, having a small dick, it's okay. It
It's
doesn't
okay.
You
matter.
can work with it.
Jessica was
Exactly.
just a piece of
Ask
shit.
Julie. She doesn't have one at all.
Yeah.
So who wants to now tell?
I don't know if I can do such a good job after you, Jose.
It was
such a-
great, huh?
It was such a wonderful story.
So
I know.
scripted, everything.
Yeah.
I know, right? Please try.
Okay. Well, Jessica is gonna feature again, and
There's just
Jessica again.
a lack of creativity, or
no, I think Jessica's just a very common name. And well, what you didn't know is Jessica was a cheerleader at her school.
she's a minor.
Well, she's 17. That's legal, right? 17
Is it?
legal.
I don't know.
I would go for 18 just in case.
Okay, she's 18.
Okay, she was a slow learner.
Yes, she's taking a few years extra, but she's gonna.
She had other priorities in school.
Yeah,
Huh.
and she was having a party, a pool party with all her.
Were they using bikinis in that party?
They were wearing bikinis.
Was
Yeah.
there foam?
There was foam.
Okay.
Do you guys want to add anything else to the party?
Was it one of those flamingos? The inflatable flamingos. One
Yeah,
of those.
everybody had one, and they were all sitting on them.
Okay, that's important.
Was there one of those carousels, but then with suspended seats, right, where it
There
goes
was-
up and you
There was
go in
not one of
circles?
those. No,
Ferris wheel,
no. It was
Okay.
a regular pool party.
but there was champagne.
There was not champagne, but there was cocktails.
Was this in the U.S.? Because I think it should
This
be in the
was
U.S.
In the U.S. Yes, this was in L.A. And they were at her parents' place. Very nice, fancy house. Very rich school, very rich people. All her friends, and they were all in bikinis having a pool party.
Were they all white as well?
They were all white. Yes.
Okay.
There was one caramel girl.
Is that the one that dies the first? I know. Sorry, this wasn't a ghost story. It's
And one purple man.
It's an erotic story.
And one blue
Sorry.
man, right from the Blue Man Group. He was
Yeah,
also there.
also.
Everybody, was having fun and they were drinking.
in the
I
gangbang.
No.
I need more build up.
And the music was playing, people were getting tipsy, and the girls were in the pool, and things just started getting
Yeah, I'm
Steamy.
I mean, I already have my cock in my hand. So please go somewhere.
Keep it moving, Julie.
things were getting so silly. Everybody's brushing up against each other, getting close together, and some of the girls, they pulled the tops off the others, so that their breasts are showing, and everybody's
I don't know. Was the problem of the story?
this is just porn.
No, it's not porn.
I just don't like.
It's erotica.
Yeah, Julie's really breaking the mood here with
Yeah,
her,
exactly. I was so
her
into
laughter.
it.
Just her supple breasts rubbing against each other, jiggling, water droplets running down to cut out a tube of massage oil.
Some breasts are more like in place. Some other breasts are like really in the
Some are
belly bottom,
small,
belly
others
bottom
are
high.
bigger. Exactly. There were some old women,
All type of breasts, different
Yeah,
breasts, and
some wrinkly
they're all
breasts.
beautiful.
small
Yes.
nipples,
They're all beautiful.
large nipples, kind of rubbing against each other, circling each other with their nipples.
Yeah, we're also
Yeah.
male nipples as well there.
Yeah, there was no male nipples. It
Only
was
women.
all female party.
I see.
Yeah, and then the mom was also there with her friends
Oh, really? Whoa.
That's why and the grandmother.
and the grandmother, and they all.
I'm not that excited about that part of the story. I mean, with the
She was
mother.
a very fit grandma.
Okay, fit grandma. All right.
Yeah,
Let's see.
only a few.
But there were also
wrinkles.
friends of the grandmother who were not fit at all.
Everybody
Come on,
was
there's
bouncing.
something for everyone in this story.
Not everybody can have the young, beautiful girls, right?
Yeah.
But there were no minors, just to make that clear.
No,
all
no
of them were
minors.
like actually very major.
Very mayor?
The mayor was also there. The female mayor of Los Angeles.
Very, no minor, but very major. Okay, please.
But there were some major
Major.
girls who looked very minor.
Yes.
Yes.
Disturbingly
No
minor.
big tits, all of them.
Okay.
Okay. And yeah, and then they just had some fun with each other, and no cocks were involved, and everybody had a good time. And that's it.
I think
And did they learn something as well?
They learned that nobody needs cock.
Okay, I think more than story, this was again Julie trying to teach us something, right?
I think so, but I heard
did
this.
have a moral.
I heard this one before, I think.
Because I mean, it could be like some lesbian porn, which is also appreciated, right? But this wasn't like that. It was more like a moral lesson for us. Like, guys, you're wrong. I'm not gonna give you what you want to hear, and I'm gonna just give you a lesson for life, which is like women can have fun without you in the picture.
And it doesn't have to be sexual.
Exactly. I mean, she could have added at the end, and then they all went to university, they graduated, and they all became really powerful women.
Yes, they're
Yeah.
all very
They
high-powered
had
women
children
now.
and they still had a great career.
Exactly.
Yes.
And they did it all without a cock.
Okay. Well, all right. That's the erotica story.
Well, I'm glad you liked it. Glad you could learn something too.
I'm not sure about that part, but so Jelle, what's your story?
Yes. I think I should blend as much as possible here and return to the continued adventures of Thomas Melkson, ghost adventurer.
But this is that erotica? Is that going to be erotica?
Of course.
Oh, okay, I
Okay.
see.
I think also in general, I'm surprised and appalled by how little porn is mixed with other forms of art, or with forms of art, I should say, maybe. Right, there's no serious movie, no big Hollywood blockbuster action movie that has hardcore porn in it.
Maybe there is a reason for
no.
that, right?
What's the reason for that? Wouldn't that be a
You
really...
cannot show that for everybody.
Why you wouldn't hardcore
Why
porn?
do you
You
need-
wouldn't sell the movie if you
Yeah.
had some hardcore porn.
I think
Nobody
you
needs to
definitely
see
would.
penises
Because you
going
would
into
be the first to
vaginas
do it,
and-
right?
Huh?
Also, it's
You would
different
be the,
skills.
Also, you would be the first to do it, to make a movie with an
No.
all-star cast that are then also just...
No, you
But
don't
also-
need it. It's not tasteful.
But also actors and actresses, they have different skills, right? Have you ever seen someone in a porn scene
Yeah, but that's what
acting
you have
really
a stunt
well?
double for. I learned yesterday that in Flashdance, the final dance is performed by 4 different dancers.
Oh,
Oh,
because they got tired. It was too long. The dance.
No, they needed different skills. They have a breakdancing man who does one thing.
Okay.
Yeah. We were getting off track here. So Thomas Melkson was running for his life from the voodoo doctor of the village
Oh,
with all the ghosts after he had offered to give a kidney transplantation,
That's
but
right.
somehow that was really blocked. So he was running, and then he chopped his head off, and he saw his own body fall to the ground. He thought, "This is over, the end of my life." And he didn't have time to think, was it worth it or not, because he suddenly realized, I'm still here. I shouldn't still be here, right? And he thought, okay, how many times can I still blink? And then he started blinking, and he was up to 30 times blinking and 40 times blinking, because he had heard of a pirate captain who had done that when he was executed. And then he was going to 70, 80, and I thought, this is not right. I'm not really dead. My body is dead, but I'm still here. And then he realized, I have become a ghost.
Okay, it's an erotica ghost.
oh,
Yes, and he stood up. It was just him with his head still on his body. I don't know why that is. That ghosts are formed like that, but he wanted to be that shape, apparently. And he got up and he asked the witch doctor, like, why did you do this to me? What did I ever do to you? I want to be in my normal body again. I can't feel anything anymore.
Anything including the cock? Could he feel the cock?
Well, we'll get to that.
You'll have to get the cock if you want to get out.
To get the cock what? Which cock?
You have to what?
Do you have cockfights here in this village?
You have to get the cock.
Cockfights were even outlawed in the harbor city where I was from, and we were running with a pretty tough bunch there.
Solve the riddle and you'll be free.
Okay, so this is a riddle. Get the cock, and you'll... I forgot already. It's also exciting what's happening here. So he started pacing in circles, and all the ghosts had gone back to the village and went about their business. And he thought, okay, I'm one of them now. And when you're a ghost, time goes surprisingly slow, fast at the same time. So Thomas Melkson was there for years and decades, and he was... Every day he woke up, because even ghosts sleep, and he thought, get the cock and you'll be free. and he couldn't figure it out, and there was no one to help.
Until one day, a boy came along to help.
Hey, Melkson, I'm gonna help you to find the cock.
Hello, little boy.
Oh, is that you, Melkson? Are you a ghost now? Are you dead?
Yes, because over the decades, Thomas Melkson's voice as a ghost had changed from how he had sounded as a human.
Oh,
He even lost his Cockney-like accent that he had in life.
oh,
And also all his senses were dulled. He did not enjoy food anymore. He did not enjoy working out. And this was the first time he had seen someone new here in this village of people that were eternally the same age.
Was that exciting?
It was extremely exciting, and it was like a lightning bolt to Thomas Melkson, because the days had all woven into each other as an eternity, and now this thing happening, it was such a short moment compared to the rest of his life on the island. Well, boy, what have you come to teach me?
I think I know what's happening. You have to find the cock, right?
How do you know?
I heard of it. I heard from some ghosts, the spirits in the village, and I know what you can do to come back to life. Milkson, you just have to find the cock.
Tell me,
You just
what
have to.
do I have to do?
You just have to grab my cock, Milkson, and then you will come back to life. Just grab it now. Come on, Milkson. Just grab it now.
What's in this for you?
To me, I promise that I don't have any pleasure out of this experience. You don't have a warm body or anything that I could enjoy. Maybe the idea of Milkson rubbing my cock is a little bit exciting, but I just really want to help you, Milkson.
Where did you come from?
From the bar. I just had a couple of beers before because it helped me to make it look bigger. Just grab it.
Looks into it.
I feel a moral dilemma here. On the one hand, I really want to end my existence of torment, of decades and eons trapped on this island. On the other hand, I am not sure whether this boy is a minor or not.
Well, you only need one hand. After all, it's not that big, so there is no...
How old are you?
I cannot tell you, Milkson. I cannot tell you that, because if I tell you, maybe you won't grab it. For different reasons.
Okay, and Thomas Melkson was a bit confused by this statement. He thought then probably he has to be a minor, right? And this is definitely a felony.
Or was
he wasn't sure.
Trying to trick you?
This was all so confusing and so sudden for Thomas Melkson. And he said, I don't want to go to ghost prison. And besides, I'm afraid that this is just plain wrong. And he went to the village elder, which was still the witch doctor. And he said, "Witch doctor,
Yeah?
I've spent many a year now, and I think I have found the cock."
Yes.
The boy who had walked after him, he came walking in there, and he pointed to the tiny erection. He said, "There it is! I found the cock!
Here it is.
I did it!
Did you grab the cock?
That was not in the job
Oh.
description.
That was the riddle. You failed.
No!
I was a devil this whole time, Milton. And you failed the riddle.
No! And then suddenly it occurred to him that way, way before, he had a cock of his own. He just hadn't had to use it since he became a ghost, because ghosts don't pee. And he pulled down his pants. He looked at the witch doctor. "Look at this then! This is a cock, isn't it?"
Ah, you solved it!
Oh, this was the real riddle?
Yes, you solved it.
Good
Okay.
job.
And then he touched it. And then they had sex.
Wow. Is that the end of the Thomas Milkson series?
No. This is just the first arc.
Oh, okay.
Whoa, that was erotic, I guess.
That was
Yeah, there was
very
sex at the end,
erotic.
right?
I got so many
Moist.
moistness happening.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's the real trick to an erotica story, right? To save the sex for the very end. And the boy was he was
Yeah.
actually a major.
It describe it as, and they had sex.
Yeah, that's the best you can do.
Well, we were out of time.
If you liked it, don't forget to follow our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcast, or whatever fucking platform you use. You can also send your agony to bangangerspodcast@gmail.com and you'll get the worst advice ever. And if you think you're a good person, you can prove it by becoming a patron, because it will be nice to eat at least once a month.